Alright, it's the 21st of December. We are at Club Hell in Diest in Belgium. And I have the honor and the privilege, let's say, to have an interview, a small talk with the full band of Everything Decays of the Netherlands. Thank you very much for making some time for this interview. So let's go ahead to the first question. What's Everything Decays? When was the band founded? Who founded the band? In which year? Which type of metal do you play?
That's the honest question.
All right.
I think it's found last year, maybe, or 2 years.
I think about 2 years.
Think about 2 years, but we were getting serious. I think about a year ago. Yeah.
The meaning of the name?
Yeah. Next question. It's very easy for me. You do the questions and the answers. So go ahead.
If we play Everything Decays, so that's why we get the name.
Oh, so
like we were discussing about what a good band name would be, and we had like various options and stuff. And at one point he put it in like I think in a WhatsApp group, right? Like Everything Decays, and we were all like, this one fits.
And who came up with this name?
You did.
Who's the? You're guilty.
Yeah, I was watching an interview with.
Isaac from Knock Loose.
Yeah, with Isaac from Knock Loose, and in an interview he said, in an answer he said Everything Decays, and I thought, hey,
that's perfect. That's perfect.
That's the one.
I'm curious for the gig later on this evening, so let's see if the Club Hell will still exist after you pass by. Now, to give, let's say. To which band would you compare Everything Decays? So that's something that maybe metal fans, they are fans of this and this and this band, that they might be interested also in Everything Decays. That to give some clue.
Yeah, maybe, but also
I think it's very difficult because we're all from a different background.
Yeah.
I'm more from a thrash background. These two are more hardcore and stoner. She's more of melodic death metal, so it's a mix of everything.
I think that's what makes the songs that we write so diverse, and which also gives it like the specific sound that's ours.
Okay, yeah.
Because we combine the different backgrounds and the different preferences that we have in the genre just into the different songs. And
okay.
It's like a charm.
Nice.
What's the band called? We'll listen to that. With the female form.
Terminal Sleep.
Yeah, Terminal Sleep.
Okay.
I think it's a little bit comparable to that.
Yeah.
True. Yeah. Okay. So people who are interested, check it out. Check it out. Everything Decays. Now it's a very special year for you because the 31st of May you released the first EP. I just have to breathe. Very have to take a lot of breath. This Requiem 1, the serial killer symphony of liberation, deliverance and relief.
It's a relief.
It's a relief when you get to the title of this EP. That's true. Tell me all about it, or maybe a part. So it's, let's say, storytelling.
But you came up with the title based on the lyrics, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Because the lyrics, when I wrote the lyrics, combined with the songs, I wanted people to like listen to it as if it was a book. So every song is a chapter in the book.
True. Yeah.
And it also tells a story, like from the beginning to the end. And it has like this theme of a female serial killer. And how she came to be and her actions after that. And in that theme, at one point, Stein was like, okay, what should be the title? And he just spewed out this long title. And like, this is so fucked up. This is what we want.
Another one who's guilty.
Yeah, but it fits perfectly.
And where did you get the inspiration for the lyrics, Linn? Or just,
that's a good question.
Not from your own experience, I hope.
No, luckily not from own experience. I'm not sure actually. Like when I write the lyrics, I try and come up with a story, and I also try and make a background with it, which forms its own world, kind of. And when you write it like that, the next song after that tends to write itself.
Okay, yeah.
So that's also why I always tell people, if you listen to the EP, please listen to it from front to back, like all the songs in the correct order, because that way you can hear the different chapters and how they
and the evolution of the In one part, you could say to play it live, it's quite difficult because you cannot maybe switch. You have to play it. Maybe the songs.
Sometimes we do that. It depends on what the vibe of the concert is. Sometimes we mix it up because as standalone, the songs also work.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. So this was Requiem 1. So there has to be a Requiem 2. Will it be also about one theme? Will it be external, so extra on the first Requiem about the serial killer next part, or something totally different, but also with one theme?
Well, we already started writing on it. We're not sure if we keep the EP standard or if we want to release a full album, because writing has been going really well at this point. What we've noticed is that the songs are harder than the ones that we wrote before.
Nice.
The theme is not the same as the serial killer that we described in the first extended play, but I like to write in a way that you have a story to tell. I always like to tell something like a theme or a message that I want to like transfer in my lyrics, and that's also the case with the next album.
Right. And when can we expect that? Approximately month?
No idea.
Summer?
I think at this point we have like 3 songs or 4 songs that are finished-ish. But we're not sure about how many songs we have on the album.
It could be a full-length album, it's still a question. Maybe full length or maybe EP again. So
it's gonna come somewhere next year.
Okay. So then we get back to you and we do the next part. So that's good. Linn, I have to go back to you again because you're a very experienced singer. You were in other bands before already. Your vocal techniques are really amazing. When you listen to it, it's wow, that's a monster. So how did you have a lot of experience, so I guess you started at young age to sing maybe, or did you have also lessons, vocal coach lessons?
Well, I started singing in a choir actually. So it's very different from what I do nowadays, and also in high school I tried singing in some cover bands, but more like Red Hot Chili Pepper cover bands, stuff like that. So very different. At one point I started listening to metal, and the music that I listened to, it kept increasing in whatever you want to call it, and at one point I think I'm doing these kind of vocals since 5 years or something now. And I've noticed that I like to do that when I was at a concert of Atonement, and I was in the crowd and screaming with the band, and at one point there was a guy in front of me and he turned around and he asked me, well, is that you who's making that noise, because it's actually sounding kind of decent, which made me realize, okay, somehow I'm able to do this without training, and I started just rolled into it after that.
Wow. That's amazing, because
and I actually prefer it in contrast to clean singing, because it's got that much more energy in it. You can really be myself on stage when I do this kind of vocals, instead of just concentrating on, is the pitch correct, or is this, it's really different.
Because it's also delicate. I mean, you have to know what you do with your voice, because you cannot just go on stage and scream your lungs out.
No,
you will have a problem.
That might be good if you want to do it for 5 minutes, but if you really want to preserve your voice, you have to do it with the right technique.
Be careful to not hurt or damage you. That's true. Now, what's your favorite song to play live? It's also some kind of standard and very one by one.
I think it's a song that's not listenable. You can't listen to it online at this moment, because tonight we're also going to play a song from the next album that's already finished, and that one's actually my favorite. It's called Adrenaline.
Adrenaline?
Yeah.
We can expect something something hard and heavy, I guess. Looking forward to that.
I don't fucking know what it
You like Belgium?
And I'm really busting my ass with all songs, you know. So every song I play, I'm like, fuck, next one. But yeah, I think the one I like the most, maybe Adrenaline, maybe, or one of those two. It's two newer songs.
Okay.
They fit my playing style, you know. So.
We'll check it out later on. So very curious.
For me,
Don't say the same, please.
the opener, yeah, it is crowd control, but I love to play the song. And
Okay.
Front to back, balls to the walls. So I love that song.
Okay, nice.
I think for me to play live, I don't know. I think the Suicide.
Okay, yeah, it's.
Because it has everything Decays has. I think.
It's killing me. So.
But it's one of my personal. It's difficult to choose one, but if you really have to choose
What's
one,
your favorite?
Suicide.
Yeah, okay.
So
Thank you.
if I have to really say one, to tell one, almost at the end now. Future plans, so we know working new material. New album, maybe EP, maybe full-length album next year. Shows, lots of shows.
A lot of shows.
All
We
right.
already have a lot of shows for
Booked for next year.
25. So
Okay.
it's going to be a busy year.
Wow,
A lot of
fantastic.
fun busy.
Yeah, in a good way, in a good way.
So far, yeah. Another question: what was the biggest gig you did already at festival?
Euroshoppen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Euroshoppen Festival in Lyon.
Okay.
A small village in North in the summer. And I think maybe 3,000 people were there.
Wow.
And we played main stage at
Main stage.
Yeah.
prime time,
Yeah.
like 6.
Yeah. It was
Wow.
awesome.
It was very good to experience that. The crowd just went wild. Like it was one continuous bit from the first song to the last one. So
I saw it on YouTube,
Yeah.
even, so you can check it out on YouTube, and it was
great.
really very crazy and very superb. So congrats for that.
Thank you.
Now the last question: if anything else you want to share, last message that you want to say to the people in general about metal, about anything you want to share?
About anything. Well, what I always want to tell people is just come over to our shows because we also want to meet the people that listen to our music. I always like to meet people, to speak to people, and well, that's where the most fun is. Like at
True.
live gigs, standing in a crowd, going crazy together. So come on over, and I like to meet everyone.
All right, I'm here. So, anyone else want to share something?
Everyone has to come over because they all keep the music alive.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the band keeps
Yeah,
going.
yeah.
That's a fact. So, people who don't know Everything Decays yet, really check them out. We're from the Netherlands, Eindhoven. One EP already. Next album EP coming next year. Check them out. If you have the opportunity to see them live, go and check them out because it's a crazy shit show. So compliments. Good luck to all of you. Have a good show later on, and see you next year. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks.